Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to pre-market analysis for December the 7th, 2020. All right, so another week is upon us. Let's see on here if we have any. Oh, Mr. Lawal, thank you. Good morning, sir. You're the first one that I see on the in the chats. I apologize for my delay. Monday seems to be like technical difficulties are following us. So, two regulars that I see on there. Good morning, Mr. Skonky Ganja from Georgia. Yeah, it rhymes, folks. I didn't have to prepare for that. So, if you could just confirm for me, please, that the sound is satisfactory, and we will get going on here to unravel to talk about the stock market technical analysis daily as we do weekdays here from 8:40. Now if I say 8:40, people say, yeah, today you didn't start at 8:40. I know 8:40, 8:45 a.m. Eastern time, going all the way to the opening of the markets. Most of the time we're trying to stop by, let's say, 9:20 thereabouts. Wow, my goodness. I see some name on here. Yes, Mr. Festus, Mr. Festus Nanghui. Festus Nanghui. Wow. It's a Festivus for the rest of us. If you know where Festivus for the rest of us come from, hey, say something in the chat. But glad to have you, sir, Mr. Festus. I am Telex. I am your host here at Successful Tradings. And tell us a little bit, Mr. Festus, where you are following us from. And I'm in Southern California, just south of Los Angeles. And we have several other people who usually come here. We have people from Florida. We have people from Nebraska. We have people from Georgia, like Mr. Dasala Associates, who's a regular of ours on here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to stop the show, folks. I need to stop the show. Mr. Festus, I got an idea. No. I would not have guessed that Mr. Festus was coming from a place dear to me. Mr. Festus, are you from Cotonou? I may just stop the show because I got it very excited, folks, when I'm able to meet people from all over the globe. And those who obviously know my story, well, maybe a lot of you don't know my story. One day we will get to my story. But me seeing Mr. Festus being from Cotonou or nearby. So, Mr. Festus, I assume that if you're from that part of the world, that French has to be something that we have, another thing that we have in common. Yeah? Excellent. Please, let's chat afterwards. Let's dive in, folks. Let's dive in as we are currently about 7 minutes away from the 6 a.m. Pacific time. That will be, so it is 8:54 a.m. Eastern time in New York and in Toronto, and those catching us from far away. All right, Mr. Festus is in Washington State. Okay, that's fine. Still. All right, no problem, sir. No problem, sir. I want, yeah, Washington State is great to know about, but for me, please, I want you to be telling me about Cotonou. Yeah. I've never been to Cotonou, but I know it's a lovely place, and obviously, it's very dear to my heart. So, all right. What do we have in store for you this morning? Oh, a lot to unravel this morning on here. We're going to, usually what we do here, we like to take a 3,000 feet view of the stock market using the indexes, the likes of SPY, QQQ, and IWM. Folks, IWM has been rolling. I mean, much to my maybe personal satisfaction or what, because I have IWM, for those who know, some of my long-term investment for the longest of time were on IWM. And when the rest of the market was recovering in June time frame, for us, we were like, IWM was a lagger for the longest of time. But if let's switch screen on here, if I may, as I'm struggling to give you guys a good perspective of the overall screen. So let's yeah, that's the screen. It's the correct screen we were sharing. So, okay, maybe if we do this, and let's bring up a chart on TradingView, If this is your first time here, we use this trading view for charting. We think it's one of the best, it's not the best one. And it's not me saying that. We generated a review on it recently about the trading view plus, the trading view pro versus the trading view pro plus. I had a hard time in the video saying that. Now I'm struggling again saying that. So trading view pro versus trading view pro plus. So this is the pro version that I have here, that's enable you just to have some basic features. But if you are new here, we feature that on here as our chart of our charting tool of preference, and it's free. Yeah, it's free. I mean, no, you don't have to get the pro plus version if you are starting or anything. Once you get to use it, then you will determine based on your needs if, let's say, upgrading to a paid plan, it's something that's available to you. You can find details on the review that we made recently on our YouTube channel by just searching that. So we are sharing with you. This is a stock that we will be talking about because one of I hope that person is on the broadcast this morning. I'm going to actually go find their name. Not that I'm calling them out, yeah. But if somebody, one of our followers, ask a question, I will certainly make sure that I live up to my expectation, to my own expectation to answer the question. So the question that we have, yes, I had the name of the person on here, so we will come to that. But let's quickly start here. And à tout seigneur, tout honneur. Let's start maybe with IWM. This is what IWM, the IWM is the ETF for the small caps. I mean, we can compare. Yeah, it's okay. Let's go ahead here. We're going to compare it to QQQ and SPY, what they have done recently. And again, I need to make sure that you guys are able to somehow see the screen. I'm struggling. Oh, I know why I'm struggling with it. Okay, it wasn't full screen. All right. So this is the chart of IWM, let's say starting in July thereabout. So what's the points on here? The points that I want to make is, let me compare it. So this is how you do comparison on TradingView. Yeah. I just click on compare here. They are already built in, meaning, well, actually in this case, I don't want to compare it to the S&P 500. Yeah, kind of. I mean, S&P 500 or SPY, the same thing. Yeah. So we want to compare that to SPY, and we want to compare it to the Qs. I mean, comparing anything to QQQs like, cheese. Yeah. For if you didn't see that, again, another video that we made recently is just mind-boggling. All right, so here's our comparison between, oh boy, can we see them perfectly? What's the legend on here? So QQQ is the time, this funny green, if you will. This is how. So if we say, let's just go and, so the comparison is always based on the time frame that you are showing inside of the window. Yeah, so meaning that for me, here we go. So they're about here, whichever time frame that you are seeing right now in this window. So let's go exactly at the beginning of 2020. Here we go. So this line on here, using this, is telling us that's QQQ. So QQQ has gone up just year to date because we are starting at the beginning of. So this line on here, 43%. Yeah. And we showed that, I mean, yeah. we showed that nicely on that video. So where's SPY? It's the broader market. So QQQ only represent the technology company inside of QQQ. So it's one of the sectors of SPY, right? So SPY is the one in red. So SPY 14.5%. This reddish line on here. Yeah, that gives you an idea what's going on. So where is our IWM, the small cap, folks. In here, it's the line for that's his chart. That's for us. We have been following, right? That's his chart printing. What's the number? 187, 187 thereabout. So you can see that this has been lagging the other three. So IWM has been lagging QQQ, both SPY and QQQ. QQQ has the best performance year to date by far. Right? So this is the type of thing that we teach you here as, let's say, as a trader or as an investor. So I think we started a small series showing you using another tool that's really fitting for that. This is this tool here we call Finviz. It's another free tool that's you just can open your membership under, and you can do this type of analysis very, very quickly. Yeah. So we showed you that you can go to groups, and just say, okay, so these are the, when you click on group, it's going to bring this screen, and then it's going to be showing it to you per sectors. So we have 11 sectors in the US stock markets. And then from there, you can say performance. When you click on performance and you say, okay, performance year to date, give me the best sector and the worst sector year to date. So the worst sector year to date is the energy. But that sector, if for instance you look at it just for last week, look what happened, folks. The energy was the best sector as of last week. Yeah? Or over the last month. So meaning that the money over the last month, in the month of November, we are December 7. So performance on the month, so meaning if you're on the 7th of December, they're going to look at it. The tool here is going to be looking at it from November 7 to December 7. So, but in any case, if you're interested in this type of thing, let us know. We will definitely have videos, educational video on that on YouTube. But as a trader, a day trader or a swing trader, one of the way that we use Finways is through the screener on here, where we come in pre-markets such as this one. And this is something that I absolutely cannot recommend enough. Yeah, that you are to be doing. For us on here, the goal is to give you the knowledge so that you are empowered to make money in the stock market. What does that mean? This means that if for you, you're coming here successful trading with the mindset that, oh, you could even be a subscriber. We appreciate that. But to say, hey, I will just want to sit back and successful trading will be feeding me what to trade, I think you are missing out. To be honest, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. But if you take in an active role and you want to learn, you want to be able, let's say 6 months from now, a year from now, whatever your timeline is, that's, hey, you will wake up or you will come into the stock market each and every morning knowing exactly how to make money. Oh, yes, then you are the right place. Then I guarantee you, I can give you, I may not know much as others, but the little that I know, I think will be enough for you to achieve that goal. That's what we want to accomplish. And I'm going to continue hammering that in 2021. We have only been here since May of 2020. Yeah, so in 6 months' time or so, 6-7 months, I've had the opportunity to take a lot of information about the type of individual who come to the market. Statistics show that there were huge influx of new retail traders who entered the market due to the pandemic back in March, April timeframe. Remember, I share that. That's something that's very true. You see that in the proliferation of accounts in Robinhood, in Webull, and I mean, there are so many people right now who are looking at the stock market at higher than any other time. But what's the problem? What's the common thing? They don't know where to go. They don't know where to start. Yeah, it's very difficult when you're on the internet on there to just be saying, oh, the pundits on TV or whatever happening in social media. But I mean, follow somebody in social media. They're talking about a stock. Oh, you have heard of pump and dump of the tap. You need to be aware of those things. You need somehow to take the time to invest the time. And it doesn't matter really. If let's say you have an hour per day, 30 minutes per day, start there. Start there. And if you like successful trading, it's a good starting point because knowledge, yes, we definitely will be sharing it on here. So that's again, the end goal is that you are able to take something out of the market knowingly on your own without, I mean, it's okay. You can bounce idea off of somebody, but you yourself, you have to somehow stand on something. All right. So one of the things that we do on here. So what's moving in pre-market today? So just by a simple click, so we have to go here and so we select optionable because we trade option most of the time, yeah. And then we like stock that's not penny stock. Not that there's anything wrong with penny stock, but the definition of penny stock, I mean, it's not a bad connotation or anything, but we filter stock that are above $15. So sometimes a stock could be moving very fast and let's say it's $10, less than $10 or so. Yes, and actually we have such scenario today, this morning, because I did my pre-market study before coming here. So we have a scenario like that. Okay, I just forgot. I like to actually check in the channel if let's say we have, let's say, other than Mr. Festus, can we get a link to your Discord group? Thank you. Yes, for you, because you're from Cotonou, Mr. Festus. But I don't give that here, because if I paste it here like this, right, I mean, I'm broadcasting it to everybody per se. So there's actually on what I will invite you to do, Mr. Festus. I'm assuming that Miss Festus is a Mr. That's my bad. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. So please check out, go to our YouTube channel, or there's a way to find our, or at least there's a process. So if you search how to get access to Discord from our YouTube, you will get a video. It's a very 3 minutes video that explains how to do that. Or just, we have a website, folks, right? For those who do not know, successfultradings.com. You go in there, you will find my contact information, how to reach out to us. That's 2 ways of how to get access to our Discord. All right, so where were we? We were talking about, okay, pre-market analysis. And so this is it here. It shows you just by literally how long does it take. You come on this website, FinViz, select optionable if you would like, select the starting price that you would like. Over $15 is mine, and over 1 million volume. The reason for us we do this, because we want stock that are liquid. Stock that are liquid, meaning that the volume, the number of traders and number of shares that are traded, it's somehow substantial enough such that when we enter the trade, we can easily get into the trade and also get out of the trade without having what they call slippage, right? Meaning you want to buy something at $10 no, for us, we're not gonna be $10 at $25 per se, but the spread between which is the delta between the difference between the bid and the ask is not, I don't know, 30%, 40%. That's the reason for filtering. The more volume you have, the more liquidity, volume equal liquidity, if you will, in that context. Okay, so these are the stock that are slumping this morning, at least the stock that are over $15 and which usually trade more than 1 million shares. If let's say that gave me 1,075 shares. If you're asking yourself, how many stocks are in the stock market? That's a good question. As maybe you're a beginner, let's answer that question for you right now. Then at least you see, that's how information that you didn't have starting this morning. So according to FinViz here, I mean, it will differ a little bit. 7,668. Yeah. So upon filtering, optionable, it comes to 4,364. That's a huge chunk that are not optionable, right? So now if I go and I say I want a further filtering and I say over $15, 3,000 stocks. Now, if I filter further and say over 1 million shares traded, all of a sudden we went from 7,360 to just 8,000 stocks thereabout. And here, toggling in this button here, change. Oh, yeah. Let me make sure that everybody can see it. Yeah. When I toggle this button change, I see all of the stock that in pre-market, because this is pre-market. How do we know that? It's currently 9:09 a.m. Eastern time. The US stock equity market will be opening in exactly 21 minutes, and I need to hurry to get to everything that we want to talk about. So stock that we are familiar with on here, Virgin Galactic, it was there and then it moved. So the beauty of this is that you can leave this open and it's on auto refresh. So every 10 seconds, it just updates automatically. So meaning a stock like Lyft, right now, that's starting at plus 271% at $47. If let's say it start gaining more, it will naturally move up. Yeah. We saw just a moment ago, just a flick like that. We saw what was that stock that we wanted to look at that moved because it's trading. Fubo is a stock that we have seen here many times before. But there is a stock that for me I wanted to talk here, and I think I do not see it because of my filtering, right? So if I say over $5, for instance, look how my list changed. Hello. Do we remember Eastman Kodak? Maybe you were not involved in the stock market again, because a lot of people are coming in the stock market literally lately. How do I know? I ask people. Every time that I meet somebody, people, you can talk on my website, live with me on my website, or on YouTube. People leave us a lot of comments. Just like Ryan H., who asked me yesterday, what is your opinion on AMD for the next 1-2 weeks? I'm going to be answering that question in 5 minutes. That's called a teaser, folks. You see how I did that? So meaning, if somebody now, I don't know, was interested in AMD or wanted to say, oh, this guy is not talking about the stock, now they know that in 5 minutes we're going to be talking about AMD. So I need to leave off with that. But first, I want to talk about Eastman Kodak, folks. Look at this. Imagine Eastman Kodak was a stock that popped crazy over the summer, late summer, I believe. It went from $2 to $60. We will show you the chart shortly. It's not it's over all of this. And then some, how would we call it? Wahala. I love that word. Please, if you don't know what Wahala is, representative Mr. Lawal in the chat, ask him what Wahala means. Wahala means drama, some type of issue. So Kodak run into some Wahala, and then the stock plummeted literally in the same week from $2 to $60. It was crazy. Yeah. But hey, day traders and the like, some people made a lot of money off of it. Some people got hurt out of it. That's what happened, folks. Yeah. So this morning, I think what news came in? So was it an investigation? Let's see. Kodak source as probe indicates no wrongdoing in COVID loan. All right, plus 71%. 71%, folks. Yes, so meaning that on Friday, you could have gotten this stock for less than $7. This morning, what is it saying? We merge advanced and interactive charts into one. Now you can see indicators and overlay on all charts. Fantastic. Excellent. So this is it here, but this is not our best charting tool, right? So for us, we want to go here. We want to use this is trading view, and this is what Eastman Kodak look like. And this is a weekly view. So on the week of July the 27th, the stock went from $2.13. 13 cents is very important, folks. To all the way to $60. Yes. Yes. How did the daily chart look? How does the daily chart look like? This was it. And this is so this is what it looked like. It was trading before, but it wasn't going anywhere. So it gapped up on that day at $18, and then on that same day from $18 to $60, and then it followed by just, yeah, that's Wahala for you. So this morning, with this news about an investigation, a positive outcome to an investigation, so the stock is opening at $12.84. All right. So if you have been here for a while, that's mean for us, you can trade this using a Gangsta Trade. Yeah, we are going to go inside a little bit, let's say in 7 minutes or 8 minutes to show you how to do, or less than that. It's 6:15 right now, 9:15 Eastern time. The market will be opening in 15 minutes. Oh, so definitely we wanted to talk about this. That's an opportunity on here this morning, because what's going to happen here? People are going to be taking profit in the first 10-15 minutes, and then new buyers going to come in or anything. We love this setup. These are the type of setup that we wake up for in the morning. Again, if you are new, you don't know how to trade this, we will teach you. These are the type of things that we teach you how to take advantage of this opportunity. We don't look at something that's up 70% and say, oh my God, we miss out. No, au contraire. Au contraire. It's going to be a beautiful week. Those who know, I'm sure they are busy. They are already doing something. You see, folks, I was wrong. I was wrong. My apology. Festus is a lady. Okay. So then, please, I definitely double apologies. Yes, this assumption, folks, because we have talked about this before. Making assumption that traders, no. Is my theory, not just my theory. We have seen that with a sample of traders inside of our Discord room. the lady traders do a little bit better than the men. Don't ask me why. Well, you can ask me why, but I will reserve that reply for another time. So my apologies, Miss Festus. I think you see, never assume, folks. Never assume. That's wrong of me. Very, very wrong. I didn't. Well, I didn't. I came to my senses very rapidly. Like, okay, so Kodak on here is an opportunity to trade it on Gangsta Trade. I really, really believe that we can do something on there. I will show you though. There's just a small problem on there because the jump is so big that they didn't. In the weekly options, for instance, the further strike that they have are very limited, but they usually arrange that. So meaning by the opening, hopefully they will offer other strikes because right now the stock decided just to close to doubling, right? All right, so we said 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we're going to be talking about AMD. Reason for talking about AMD, because again, one of our viewers on YouTube, Mr. Ryan H, asked yesterday, kind sir, what is your opinion on AMD for the next 1-2 weeks? So, Mr. Ryan, are you on the show? Because I promised you last night that I will be talking about AMD. So here's the chart of AMD. This is the daily chart of AMD. This box here is known as just sideways box, Darvax box, whatever you want to call it. And so AMD, if I can manage to, yep. AMD just broke out out of this range, right? Over, let's say, over the last week, really. So the weekly chart maybe give us a better representation. So you see this previous high here that was, we just went above that. So now AMD is trading at $95 even this morning. Yeah, AMD is bullish this morning because there was some bad news. Well, bad news about Intel, because I think Apple is trying to develop their own chip for the next version of the MacBooks or whatever. So whatever, it seems like we have seen this as a proxy, right? Whenever there's bad news for Intel, AMD just seems to flourish. So we saw that not this past earning, the previous earning, it was. So from a technical point of view, AMD doesn't have room on the upper Bollinger. That's the problem on here, really to negate the bullish thesis. So over the next 2 weeks or so, or let's even extend it all the way to the end of the year, the target price is easily $100. Now, how are they going to go about navigating that? That's the problem. Because on the weekly on here, but AMD is capable of going into long runs. So that's this one here. I mean, it has been sustained though for 4 weeks. So worst case scenario, they come back and retest 85. Worst case scenario, yeah. How does the daily look? So for me, I would say, okay, patience. You see here the EMA, the yellow line is the EMA 8, but if you're new here, the green line is the exponential moving average 20. Yes, we use exponential moving average here. We can explain why, but there's not there's small difference between a simple moving average and exponential moving average. We prefer exponential moving average, and we could tell you why. So we bounced on Friday off of that support, natural support, the EMA 8, and now I think AMD is just waiting for room. So meaning, for me, I will think if we can get an entry for long at 90 or even below 92, that would be fantastic. So as of now, AMD is behaving bullishly, and the target price of 100 here, I don't think is not far-fetched over the next 1-2 weeks or the end of the year. All right, folks. All right. So Mr. Ryan, I answer your question. Hopefully you caught the show. I gave you the link to the pre-market. So if not, you missed out. Last stock that I want to look at before I go inside of Power E-Trade to look at the option chain for KODK, Eastman Kodak. Something that we started the show with. So we say that if we come here and we say we go to group to be looking at a top-down analysis view of the market, we can see, and then we say performance, we will see that, okay, year to date, I'm filtering here, or maybe people are used to this. So the war sector here is the energy sector. But look what has been happening. So year to date is the war sector, right? The yearly performance, what's the difference between year to date? Year to date just means that January 1st to wherever you are. So you will have a year to date 2 days after the year start, or 11 month and a few days as we are right now. The yearly performance is, that means they go exactly 1 year back from where we are right now. So it's a full 12 months. Yeah. This one could be anything. It could be 3 days, it could be 3 months, but year to date within the current year. Not that any confusion. Performance for the half year, it's literally for the last 6 months. Performance quarterly, so meaning that the rolling quarter. So that will be 3 months. And the performance for the monthly going to be the last 30 days, if you will. So look what this sector that has been bearish for the year, for the last 6 months, from the for year to date, for the year, for the last 6 months, and now look at it for the quarter, 18%. Look at it for the month, a whooping 31%, better than anyone. Look at it for the last week. We told you about this. We have been trying to teach you this, right? Meaning, let's say, if you spotted this, let's say sometime mid-November, this was your opportunity to say that, hey, there are bullish opportunities inside of the energy sector. Yeah. And then you will click on it, and then you will do some type of filtering. That's where you will come here to say optionable, or maybe not optionable. You can leave option if you don't want to trade option, you want to trade stocks. And filter, just nice filter that we do here, over $15. Yeah. Over $15, and with some volume, because I mean the volume over 500K, whatever. 56 stocks, over 1 million, 46 stocks. And here you will have been able to find nice trade. Oh, by the way, you can even now go further to say, hey, show me over the last month the best one. Are they already filtered like that? No, my filter was on something else. These are the from best to worst. So Oxy has gained 89% over the last month. 89%. It's an $18 stock. 89%. Yeah. Devon Energy. Oh, how for me you think that I know this type of thing? That I have watch lists that are built. Again, have I done a video? There is this tiny app that's a call on my phone. I call it it's called TeleTrader. You download it, you create your watch list. These are the type of thing we teach you on here. So for me, my attention was, for instance, came on this stock, HFC, Holy Frontier Corporation. Yeah, and its chart is here. Let me share its charts here quickly if I can. All right, here is its daily charts. Yeah, so this is how it started November. Oh yeah, I mean we can go here November 6, whatever. It was 17 bucks. Now it's trading at 28 bucks. You see the pattern here? What got me? My eyes look at patterns or anything. So what do you think that this stock could be doing? They hit upper Bollinger. This line here, if you are new here to technical analysis, you're a new trader. So this is upper Bollinger, and then come back, find support at the EMA. It happened 3 times, folks. Yeah. These are the type of things I will teach you here at Successful Trading to master and get opportunities. So now this year at 28, we can get involved because, again, when a stock has been bullish, if you repeat this pattern definitely for this week, we can say, hey, it come to test the support at 26. Okay, so for us, we can say let's trade it with the 25 puts. And if it's bullish, we can find a way for us to find the next level of bullish, let's say the 32 calls or whatever. Set up your trade this way, my friend. The stock's going to move in a given direction and you make money. All right. What else? Oh, the last thing we promised very quickly on here. Let's go inside of Power E-Trade and see what type of opportunity are regarding Gangsta Trade on Eastman Kodak. I'm sharing. Yep, you guys are sharing the screen of that. That's not Eastman Kodak. That's on the screen right now. That's another stock. Eastman Kodak is KO. All right, Eastman Kodak plus 68%, 15 million shares to start on a Monday. Not too shabby. So here's what I was telling you guys. Look at this, folks. The highest strike that they have here is 12.5. Yes, for me, inside of Power E-Trade, to select all my strikes, you go to all. Yeah. So meaning for December 11, there's a little bit of wahala going on. So I have to go. We trade when a stock is moving. We trade weekly options. You know, at least that's what I do. I don't care about the delta. If you actually the Greek in my approach of trading options, I make the Greek obsolete most of the time, right? But because our principle is the stock is moving, we trade it accordingly. we, we have strategies how we go about doing that. So this morning, I'm trying, folks, and again, if we go to December, the monthly expiration, the furthest track is $20. So can we try to get this at 10 cents, at 5 cents? I doubt it, right? I doubt it for 5 cents. It's going to be very difficult here. So this should be going for at least, let's say here, because the delta, our technique here, 3 cents times the number of points, 5, that's 15. So maybe they will be giving this for 20, 15 cents. The implied volatility is coming down a little bit. So let's try to steal this for 10, 15 cents, if at all possible. My problem with this, though, is that they're going by increment of 5 cents. I don't like that because you buy something at, let's say, 10, they can force you to buy it at 10, and then with a blink of an eye, you're already down 50% because, and trust me, that manipulation is here. So for me, those increments of 5 cents, I'm not a big fan. I mean, this stock, especially which that has done, I'm trying to get them as cheap as possible. This doesn't mean that if we put in a limit order at, let's say, 10 cents, they will take, but usually they will, especially they will take it to the highest, because sometimes you can put it a limit order and then get it at a lower price. Remember that. That's why we use limit orders. So in this case here, let's try Gangsta on here at for 20. That's the highest that they have. If, let's say, within the next 15 minutes, the market makers, they offer something higher, oh yeah, absolutely. If they offer something higher, well, we will come back here to December 11, because the whole idea is to take advantage of this momentum and not overpay for it. And as in any Gangsta trade, where are we going to be going for the put side? On the put side, 10 cents on the 10 strike. So that's about it, folks. I apologize. We started a little bit late and we had a lot of things to unpack this morning. I'm going to return into the YouTube the YouTube control and to see if, let's say, there were any question. Miss Festus, thank you for being with us. Please find a way on our website, successfultradings.com, to get access to our Discord room. Bonjour, Monsieur Mickey. Au revoir, Monsieur Mickey. We know it's time to go when Mr. Mickey make it to the show. Glad to have you, sir. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. We appreciate the likes. Thank you for those who appreciate, who find value in this content. Bye-bye.